Welcome to My Newfound Obsession, a podcast about the things we've become obsessed with and all of the things we've bought because of our latest obsession. We'll tell you if it was a waste of money or if it was totally worth it. I'm Clark Kim, your host, and with me today is Cossa, who recently went on a trek of a lifetime and somehow survived after carrying all his belongings in a super cheap backpack. Let's get into today's episode. Hey Cossa.
Hey.
How's it going?
Not too bad.
Good. What brings you in today? What's your newfound obsession?
I have to say it's hiking.
Hiking?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, like just trails or?
Trails, more famous trails that I've been doing research on.
Okay.
And I've actually gone to. And
famous trails like
the Inca Trail.
And
then the Patagonia Trail, the W Trek.
Yeah.
Those are the two I've done so far. And I'm hoping to do in the future maybe Kilimanjaro.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
And I know you're out of shape, so I don't know why you're doing this. When you did the Inca Trail, how was that? Like, how long was it? And was it like up and down? I don't know.
The Inca Trail was very intense.
Okay. Where's the Inca Trail?
It's in Peru.
Yeah, right.
It's in Peru. So that one is like a 5-day, 4-night hike. But we were fortunate enough that we went with a company called G Adventures.
Okay.
So that company, we had porters with us that would carry the majority of our stuff.
Yeah.
And then they jump ahead, set up tent, take care of the tent setups and food. It was great. But I still had to use I had to carry some of my stuff. So.
Are you sure? Really? The porters did everything, right?
But yeah, and it was good. And then the one I went on recently, to Patagonia, was the W Trek.
Yeah.
This is another. It was number 2 on the list in terms of famous treks to do. That one we did in 6 days, 5 nights. But that one was the complete opposite of what I did in Inca Trail because you had to carry literally everything. Your tents,
yeah,
your own sleeping bag, your food for the next 5 days.
Right.
Everything. So, yeah, the equipment that I used for that one was different than the one I would use for the Inca Trail.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot more preparation for this recent trail that you went on.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's why we're talking to you today. We want to know the equipment that you got for the trails, whether it's the Inca or the Patagonia that you went on. And what surprised me when you first talked to me about it was that the backpack you took to the Patagonia was an Amazon Basics, right? It's, a cheap bag that I would imagine would fall apart halfway through your trip. But on the contrary, right? You said it held up. So yeah, let's hear about some of the equipment that you took.
Okay, so before we get into that bag in particular, I bought a Gregory bag for the Inca Trail. It was my first big purchase, and I wanted a really good one. And the reason I got that one for the Inca Trail was because I initially bought a 40-liter backpack from Gregory.
And Gregory is a brand?
It's a brand name for one of the higher end backpacks.
Okay.
In terms of, it's perfect for traveling, for hiking. They're built to last a lifetime.
Yeah.
Right. So it has great warranty, everything. And I bought that bag because you can fit a 40-liter bag into your carry-on.
Oh,
right?
wow.
And since I knew that a lot of our stuff is also going to be carried by porters, then I wanted something compact. But after going to this trip, the reason why I bought the Amazon bag was because that 40-liter bag wouldn't be enough to carry all the things that I needed for this W Trek.
Oh, so the Amazon Basics bag was bigger.
It was bigger. It was definitely, and it was a lot cheaper. I didn't want to spend hundreds of dollars buying another Gregory backpack when I had if I already had one for the Inca Trail, right? I'm not going to buy 2 of those kind of bags.
Okay, so I mean, the Gregory backpack, how much did that cost you?
So a Gregory backpack was about $400
for the 40 liter that you
for
got.
the 40 liter that I
Okay.
got. Right?
So I could assume a 55 liter bag would have been a lot more.
No. For the Amazon, and that's the great thing about Amazon. It has like, you basically pay for what you get.
Okay.
This one was a 55 liter backpack, but it was only about $60 on Amazon.
$60?
Yes.
But what do you mean you pay for what you get? It didn't fall apart halfway through the trip?
No, and that's the surprising thing. Like, okay, when you get a Gregory backpack, you're literally paying because it has, not only does it have like a lifetime warranty, but it's super light. It compresses very well, holds everything together. It's like waterproof, and the support you get, like the straps, they don't slip up when you're walking
Right.
inclines or going downhills. You don't have to worry about anything falling apart midway through.
Mm-hmm.
The Amazon backpack is built the same way almost. It's almost like you can see where it falls short.
Yeah.
Like when I'm walking uphill or maybe 3 hours into the hike, like the straps on my shoulders would come loose a bit. And initially it's definitely a lot heavier than the Gregory backpack, just by the way it's built and the materials they use.
Right.
But at the same time, it's still sturdy. Like it won't tear. If you drop it down a cliff, I'm sure it'll still stay intact. So it's very well built. The only drawback though is that it's definitely heavier. It's about like 5 pounds for just that bag alone. And then when you're adding on the other stuff,
Yeah.
like it has a lot of space. I was able to put my sleeping bag, my sleeping pad, even the air pillow that I bought also through Amazon.
Okay.
Like all those things I fit nicely, as well as the clothes and the food I needed to put in. In the end, like that bag was heavy. It was heavy, but I needed the space. And if I was to buy like a Gregory backpack, same like a 55-liter Gregory backpack, I'm sure I could fit everything, but that would save me maybe 5 pounds. So yeah, like I love Gregory backpacks. I think one of my regrets is not buying the 55-liter initially.
Yeah. Well, how much would that have cost you?
It would be the same thing. It would be around $400.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
So regardless of the size, it would have been around the same price for a Gregory backpack.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so you really screwed up. But I'm glad to hear that the Amazon Basics worked out for your Patagonia trip.
Yeah. So the Amazon Basics bag, it's perfect for like, if you're planning on doing like a trek once in your lifetime or maybe even two.
Yeah.
That bag is great. Because if you're not thinking of doing trails more than 5 or 6 times, then I would recommend the Amazon Basics bag.
Yeah.
It's good enough for those one-time trips, or
right.
2-time trips even. And you know what? You can probably still even use it for your camping trips.
Oh yeah, sure.
It has great reviews so far, and it's cheap, it's affordable, and it does its job.
Okay.
Right.
Like you didn't have any concerns when you first bought it that this is a 6-day, 5-night trail, and if it just bursts in the middle of it, like what would you have done?
I did think about it. Keep in mind, like I also like a couple months before the trip even started, like I sprained my ankle. Right?
Okay.
So I knew like weight would be an issue, and sure enough, like halfway through this trip, like I'm struggling, like going down these steep trails.
Yeah.
Because like the more weight I had, it was just like agonizing. But you know what? For anybody that has, have no issues, because a friend of mine who also bought the exact same bag, he was fine.
Okay.
He didn't have any ankle problems like he did. But again, like it's a heavy bag. For sure, if I had my Gregory one, it would be 100. It would be a different experience. It would be
right.
It would be more leisurely. But I'm telling you, the Amazon bag, it for the price you pay for it, like it does its job.
Okay.
Pretty much.
You said before that you got a couple other things for the trip. What else did you bring with you?
So what I also bought through Amazon was an air pillow.
An air pillow.
Mm-hmm.
So you're pretty much camping in luxury.
You know what? Those are must-haves. I'm telling you right now, if you're going on a trek or any kind of camping, like Because I've been camping before, and the things that I did not bring with me on the Inca Trail was honestly an air pillow
Okay.
and a sleeping air mattress, like a pad, a sleeping pad. So those nights in the Inca Trail, those were terrible. Like, I couldn't sleep. I was waking up maybe every 2 hours. It was super cold, and yeah, it makes honestly leaps and bounds. If you buy these two items, that's probably my second recommendation. Not only do you need a good backpack, but if you have just those two items, an air pillow and a sleeping pad, like you're set.
You're comfortable.
Yes, you're comfortable.
Did you also buy a bathrobe?
No, but I did buy a liner.
Okay.
So
Okay, so let's talk about the air pillow. Like when you say an air pillow, I'm imagining like a blow up pillow. That's what it is?
no, so it's not like one of those inflatable airplane pillows that you wrap around your neck. It's just like a small travel pack pillow. So when there's no air, like it's literally maybe the size smaller than my fist, and it takes maybe 15 seconds to blow up.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's super durable. It's very strong, and you can adjust the stiffness by the amount of air you put in. And the one I got was called the Trekology Ultralight Inflating Travel Pillow.
Okay.
So I bought that through Amazon. For the price that you pay, it's really cheap. It's pretty good.
How much?
For this one, I think for this one it was about $17.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was really good. And then I also bought the sleeping pad.
What do you mean by sleeping pad? Just something soft to put under your or
It's like-
on
so
the
the thing-
mattress? What?
Well, when you're like seriously, when you're going hiking and like the object is to pack as little as possible. So when I'm searching for things, I was looking for something small, but still had the quality that I needed of the product.
Right.
So I looked online, I did a lot of research, and then I came across this Ecotech outdoors like sleeping pad. It's like $60 on Amazon. But honestly, for quality sleep, you need to get something like that. I mean, there were other products out there that are very similar, even some that were maybe cheaper. But what stood out about this one was just it was so easy to inflate. Like it's a full sleeping bag. It's anywhere. Like if you're 7 feet, this thing will do its job. You can fit it inside your sleeping bag too, and it's just the way it's designed. It just inflates really fast because it has like this honeycomb look to it. So it's like a bunch of air pockets put together, and then you put it down on the ground, and literally it's like sleeping on an air mattress.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I mean, you want to bring as little as possible. So how compact does it get before you blow it up?
If you're to pack it up in its case, it's actually about like 3 inches by 10.
Oh,
So
okay.
10 by 3.
That's pretty small.
So it's very small. So it'll fit your bag very easily. If you inflate it totally, it's about 74 inches by 22 inches.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's perfect. It's perfect for, definitely for a single person, and it fits anywhere. You can carry in your backpack. It's not that heavy. And then same with the pillow. So with the pillow that I got, it just made like the trip just a lot more better.
Okay, yeah, I think that's very useful to know for anyone that wants to go hiking. So those 3 things you highly recommend bringing with you for those really long trails.
Yeah, well, one of them is like obviously the backpack is essential.
Oh, right.
Right? But if you were to get the air pillow and that sleeping bag that I got, like it makes your nights comfortable. Because believe me, like when I was in the Inca Trail, it was hard. Right. Even with like a full mattress that you can carry with you, the problem with those are big and like they take up a lot of space.
They're bulky, yeah.
They're bulky, right? But with this air mattress, like it literally felt like those those Coleman like full on air mattress that you fill in that you need a machine with.
Yeah.
It was probably just as comfortable.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So those 2 things for sure.
And the Amazon Basics bag is worth it for a one-time trip.
Yeah, for sure. If you're gonna be a hiker and you want to travel the world or even like explore Europe and thing, I highly recommend that you get a bag that will last you, right? So I'm talking about like Osprey or even but even like the Gregory pack that I got, it's perfect for those kind of situations. But for more of like a one and done type trip, or even for like trips for like camping outdoors and things that and you don't really care about your backpack but you want something reliable, then I would definitely recommend the Amazon Basics bag.
Nice. So when are you off to Kilimanjaro?
We'll see. Maybe that's like a couple years down the road. But actually, another good one that I'd want to do probably before that would be like Utah, and just exploring the national parks.
Oh, right.
So I'm talking Zion National Park and the Grand Canyon, Antelope Canyons, those things. It's definitely on my to-do list, and for sure I'm gonna bring my my Gregory backpack for that one because that one's not as expensive.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, you can't go wrong with a $57 backpack.
All right, we'll have you back on when you go on that trip. I'm always worried that you'll never come back alive, so I'll fingers crossed. Thanks so much for listening to my newfound obsession, and we hope you subscribe to our podcast to hear more about our latest obsessions. And if you're interested in checking out any of the products we've mentioned in this episode, we made it real easy for you to find on our website at mynewfoundobsession.com. Till next time, take care.